It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. To throw right away is Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 31, Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board for a CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Chargers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. Give him 18 on the play.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, he
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Henry. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This time they'll throw it with Howell. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey McBride. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
14, Chargers 2. Michael Dixon set to kick
The Bucs
off.
ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Willis on the bootleg. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
14, Chargers 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Howell to throw. That's complete to McBride. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And Howell will throw it. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Marty, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Howell down to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sims. Touchdown! Cam Sims from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chargers 9. Michael Dixon set to
Out is the
kick off.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Willis. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Willis on target to his man, Likely. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the 1st. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is the logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 on a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action, Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis now off of play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Matt
Araiza now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Powell's throw there complete to Sims.
Oh, what a juke into space.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defense.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And in for a Buccaneers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 34 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chargers 9. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The man in motion is Brown.
On 1st down, Willis.
And for the 3rd time here in this this half. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Willis on 3rd and 1. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Complete to Likely on the out route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action with Willis.
And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
79 Broncos.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Able to get this one to McBride. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Willis. Finding Pickens for another catch.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now Willis on 3rd down. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Willis.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Willis to throw once more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
4th down, Willis.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and
9.
Willis looking to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Willis.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
George Pickens.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, how to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's how to throw on second down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Here's Howell. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Bucs are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Third down, it's Willis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Willis, got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Willis is throwing into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down. Here's an option right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're running.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check,
They'll
smash,
send
check,
Brown in
smash.
motion right.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Powell to the air on first and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Trey McBride with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to